ready, folks, to get into game number 1.
Welcome to Exploring Esports, where we deep dive into the fastest growing sports industry. What does it take to make it? How do gamers deal with newfound fame? And most importantly, how do they stay on top in this fiercely competitive world? All these answers here. Today, we're going to see the life of your average gamer. Fortnite pro Sceptic shows us how he went pro, secrets of the game, and more.
What separates the top players from the rest? Is it long hours? A good team? Is it rigorous training? Or maybe do you need a special it factor? Well, after asking a bunch of people, the answer is pretty much all of the above. But in the gaming industry, anyone can make it pro.
My name is Griffin Sceptic Spikoski. I'm a professional Fortnite player for Misfits Gaming, and I've been on the team for a year.
What do you think separates pros from the casual players?
You have to grind, you have to have a lot of practice, you gotta be good at the game.
So how did you get into Fortnite just as a casual player? What interested you into the game?
So I was playing Battle Royales at the time, like H1Z1, PUBG, and my friend said, okay, there's a new Battle Royale out, we wanna try it out? And I said, sure, and I got addicted.
How long do you play?
Upwards of like 50 hours a week. I usually just wake up, do school, and around 3 o'clock I get on Fortnite, live stream it, and just play until whenever. I like to practice my aim a lot. I think aim's like really key. I also practice like decision making, when I should move here, when should I go into zone, when should I not, when should I take a fight, when should I not.
So clearly you have already reached the 0.01% of gamers out there. Like, what was the moment that you're like, oh, I could be better than everyone?
So I used to grind a lot of kills per death ratio, and once I got really, really high and everybody was like, dang, this kid's kind of good, I said to myself, I may be really good at this game, I can try. As soon as I killed Tfue,
yes.
he's a bigger streamer, he's really big. Wait, did I actually kill Tfue? I didn't kill Tfue. Oh, I actually killed Tfue! I actually killed Tfue! I took that clip and I uploaded it to YouTube. As soon as that blew up, I just continued that momentum and I just kept making YouTube videos.
Yo, what is up everybody? Yo, what's up guys?
Do you have kind of a plan of action for when you get to the World Cup? How are you gonna prepare? What are you gonna do to make sure that you are in top condition to play?
So a lot of practice beforehand. I gotta practice with the certain keyboard and the mouse that they give me to use. All these keyboards, they have like different like switches, or the keycaps may not be the same, so you gotta get used to like that keyboard. I usually stretch my hands before I play games just so I don't get tendonitis, because there's a lot of players that are hurting their hands.
Do you think that being a YouTuber has kind of helped you as a pro gamer at all?
I think it's given me confidence.
Not only are you a YouTuber, but you also stream on Twitch. What are the differences between streaming and being a YouTuber?
So streaming is live and you can talk to like audience as they're chatting.
Oh my god, dude!
YouTube isn't real time at all.
Okay, for Twitch, you feel like you can kind of be yourself?
Yeah.
Now, you have your Misfits jersey on. What does having a sponsorship do for you?
Well, it's a great team of people, so they always help me out. They're always there for me, and it's kind of just like a family.
Okay, we had a great day of gaming, but I think it's time for ice cream right now because tomorrow it's your birthday.
Yep.
So what are you doing for your birthday?
I'm gonna do a birthday stream.
Okay, and what's going on in your birthday stream? Are you doing anything special?
I don't know if I'm gonna be doing anything special. It's just like a special day, you know?
Yeah, and you want your community to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Well, that's awesome. Happy birthday, man.
Yep.
Sure. Oh, you might want to lick that pretty quick. Oh.
What makes a pro a pro? That really is the million-dollar question. There's people who, from a young age, they say, I want to be a Smash pro. I want to be the best, and they play it every single day, and they look at all the guys, and they get really good. They go from being a level 1 player to a level 80 player. But to be a pro, you have to be like level 1,000. More than knowing the game, more than understanding the game, you have to be ahead of the game. A lot of times, I'll create things I've never done ever, only in that moment. And that's the kind of thing, it really brings out your innovation, it brings out the best in you. There's been a lot of challenges that I wasn't expecting, but it's not about what challenges you get, but rather how you got to that point and how you decide to cope with those things. And I think it speaks a lot as a person to deal with those in the right way.
Nature, 1-on-3, he's gonna get the kill though, 29 seconds left, bomb down, can he stay alive? Nature, no! Mage win the championship!
That's really what anything comes down to in life. If you can put in the time and you put in the work and you have the right attitude and you know how to speak with people and connect with people and make people want to help you, then you're gonna be fine and everything's gonna work itself out. I mean, I hope that I could be living proof of that because I had no business being a professional Call of Duty player. I was like some scrawny nerd. I had no confidence in myself. I didn't want to speak in front of cameras to save my life. And now it's all I think about and all I do. You're gonna be changing a lot as you grow up, and as long as you just understand what you want, everything's gonna work itself out.
What are some of the things that you guys had to do when you were like going into a competition, and like what was your like training regimen?
If your scheme cannot destroy the computer, then you're not ready to go out there first. So
Okay.
it was like, I have to beat the computer no matter what by 100 points. And after that, you have to get as many reps online. And every single person you play, you will learn something new. So the best thing that I can say is you gotta play. Play as many games as you possibly could.
All of you guys are all YouTubers, correctly?
Yes.
Do you feel like you've kind of taken a step back as a pro and been more of an entertainer now?
I don't think YouTube has making me take a step back. Honestly, I want people to think they know what I'm gonna do, because then when they think they know what I'm gonna do and I don't do it, who's winning now? Esports is one of the greatest things that I've ever come across, and I encourage everybody to try to play at a high level.
I don't care like what it is that you do at all, because you can downplay anything, whether it be esports or anything else. If you're at the top 0.01% of your field, I think it's a pretty incredible feeling that not only is great for that, but it actually transcends to other things in life. I've gone against the best, so it's taught me, think a little bit differently, think outside the box, apply things to your game, and now you can do that. And that transcended to anything in life. So I was like, okay, I feel confident there, why wouldn't I feel confident anywhere else?
We saw how Sceptic went pro. After the break, he reveals some of the best secrets of Fortnite. What does it take to be one of the best in gaming? Sceptic is going to give us some tips and tricks.
So if you're brand new to Fortnite and you want to know how to build 90s, it's one of the easiest ways to get high ground on your opponent, so let's do fast speed. So I'm here just to play Fortnite and win, you know? So a lot's going on right now. As World Cup is coming to an end, it marked my 1-year anniversary of being on Misfits, and that means my contract is coming to an end. It was great times, we had so much fun, but we decided to mutually split. So one of my favorite memories of being on Misfits was being able to have the opportunity to go to Germany, Berlin, and compete in one of the first solo World Cup qualifiers. The experience there was unreal. We did so much cool stuff there.
Oh my gosh! The clutch from Sceptic.
The way I announced that I was leaving Misfits was through a tweet. The support was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but there were also a lot of haters at the same time. Obviously, there was a lot of people in like the comments and stuff. The message I have for all the trolls is thank you for the extra viewer. I appreciate it. I don't necessarily base my decision if I'm joining an org or not off of how many friends are on the org, but I do take into consideration what kind of sponsors they have, if they're able to host events, if they have like meet and greets, what their merch is looking like, how much they push their Fortnite players, how much they support them, and branding and that kind of stuff. So some orgs have a lot of clout and some orgs have a better win ratio than others, but I want to join an org that has like a combination of both in a way. I basically had my choice of who I wanted to sign with because I put in the work. So one of the most common questions I get is like, how do I get as good as you? The secret to getting good is you gotta work on your aiming, you gotta work on your mechanics, you gotta review your old games, all stuff like that. The first most important skill in Fortnite is aiming. And the best way to get better aim is to Kovac and practicing your aim a lot. So there's a bunch of exercises in this, but in this one, your main goal is just to track the targets with your mouse and kill them. This helps you especially in Fortnite because any other way, like your enemy moves, if he jumps or moves left and right, you're ready to track him with your mouse. I think my aim's pretty decent right now, but I just need to get better at close range shotgun fights mainly. So there's like 9 to 10 exercises and Kovacs in my routine that I do. I do like each of them for 10 minutes each, I'd say, every day. So the second most important skill in Fortnite is mechanics, and that's building and editing. So the goal of Fortnite is to build a bunch of structures, and the faster you can do it, the more you can outplay your opponent. Use structures like these to get high ground on your opponent, to box yourself in, to protect yourself, stuff like that. So one of those basic structures in Fortnite is called a 90. It's one of the easiest ways to get high ground on your opponent. So that's why when I go into creative, one of the main things that I practice is building up. So if you're brand new to Fortnite and you want to know how to build 90s, or if you want to just get started, here's how to do it. So you build yourself out with one ramp, you place a wall to your front, to your right, you build 2 walls up here, you place a floor, and then you place a stair, and you just keep doing that. And that's slow. So let's do fast speed. The third most important way to get better at Fortnite is reviewing your old games and VOD reviewing. You can't just get good at Fortnite by just playing it. You gotta fix your mistakes. So the things you want to look out for when you're looking at your old games is if you're supposed to be rotating early that round, where you want to position yourself, how early and late you want to rotate, like that stuff. Most of the time, I don't really review by myself. I like to review it with a coach or somebody who's really smart and knows like all the steps on how to get better, and he helps me from like a third-party perspective. Even if you don't have a coach, you can have some friends that know a lot about Fortnite to hop in there and help you out. I'm just trying to get better at Fortnite in general, so I'm just using all the tools that are available to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for LG's latest edition, LG Sceptic!
So everyone, I made my decision. I decided to go with Luminosity. I'm super excited. So Cypher PK was actually the person that announced me live on stage. He's a really cool guy and he's a huge Twitch streamer for Luminosity. So I'm super happy with the shirts that I got from Luminosity. I'm wearing the dark jersey right now. This is the light jersey right here. It's really cool. And this is the champion hoodie right here. Luminosity has everything I'd ever want on a team. They have great merch, I felt super supported by the organization, and they have a really good roster. That was exploring esports, and now I gotta go practice.
Hours of training and practice really do pay off. After this, we catch Sceptic competing for $1.3 million. We've seen how he started and what he does to train, but how does Sceptic hold up in competition?
14-year-old Griffin Spakowski, known by his gaming moniker Sceptic, earned $200,000 playing the video game Fortnite.
Welcome to TwitchCon, one of the world's biggest gaming conventions. There are almost 30,000 people here to meet, greet, and hang out.
So what's really cool about TwitchCon is I can meet all my friends and friends that I've always just talked to online and always seen in my chats. Let's see them in real life instead.
Bro, no way. Oh. What's going on, Stephanie?
What? I didn't expect you to look like. You're almost taller than me as well. Yeah. So Connor's a person, over a year ago, he got into a random duo with Card.
Who's your favorite Avenger?
I'd have to say Captain America.
Oh my god, this kid's adorable, dude. You did it! We did it, dude! Oh my god, you got the kill! Take a picture! Now, once Connor got in those videos, he began to spread like wildfire.
And just kept playing with him and then expanded to play with all these big streamers, even like Ninja. You sound nothing like your voice, or you look nothing like your voice. I'm gonna be real. I didn't know what Connor looked like. Nobody really knew what Connor looked like, so it was pretty cool to see Connor in real life. Did you do a face reveal yet? Nope. People are gonna notice you.
Yeah, it's my first TwitchCon.
There you go.
Thank you. Here's mine.
For sure. I didn't have a real official meet and greet last year at TwitchCon. People just come up to me like normal. But this year I had like a nice established meet and greet and it was really fun. So the line at the meet and greet was really long at first. It was probably over 100 people sitting there. But I kind of made like a mistake and I rushed through them really quickly. I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance, but I kind of underestimated how fast I could go. I got everybody done really quickly and it was kind of just like a deadline at the end. I have no idea where to go. Wait, do we have to turn around? Where do we enter? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of lost.
It says meeting rooms.
Okay. Oh, you know? Okay. Thank you. All right, let me message my teammates. So Twitch Rivals Fortnite was a one-day event. Top 3 teams that has the most eliminations between all the 3 games go to the finals. The prize pool for Twitch Rivals was, I think, 1.3 million. Twitch Rivals was a LAN tournament, which means everybody was sitting in the same space. Everybody's on 0 ping, everybody's playing with the same advantages and disadvantages. Oh no, look at the mouse, I'm shaking. Usually for LANs you have to use your mouse and stuff, but for Twitch Rivals they made you use a weird mouse. Oh, this mouse is ass! This mouse is ass! So my trio was Wolfies and Rocket, and I know Wolfies because he got second place in World Cup and we're close friends. And Rocket is probably the best person for the non-pro slot.
But we are ready, folks, to get into game number 1 here at TwitchCon with our Twitch Rivals Fortnite Showdown.
Worst case scenario, right? The place where someone's gonna get taken down in the first wave for sure, without a doubt.
I'm with you right now. I just cracked some kid. Yes! I shot one! Nice! Both dead! I'm spamming. I'm just spamming. I'm not sure what the hell's happening. I'm dead.
Saf, all eyes on you. In the heel off.
So close, and Saft is gonna do it.
Oh my timing for Saft to double back, knowing that he had the extra heals.
I hear all the stories of how each of them got here and why they're here.
At the end of the day, I think I was happy. Even though I didn't qualify for finals, we played that pretty well. At the end, it kind of got a little bit crazy. We ended like 5 kills and we got like top 5, I think. I know I got like $3,000 from it, which isn't bad, but I could have made more. Right afterwards, I got to go hang out with my friends and that made it all better. I have this close friend group, which is like my mods, like the people I play with all day, and just like that kind of stuff. My friends came from Toronto, Chicago, New Jersey, all over the world.
We don't live local to each other, so being able to hang out at my house once a month maybe is just so much fun because I have friends from around the world now. I have friends in England, I have friends in Australia, and people from around the world. It's amazing.
TwitchCon's great because it's kind of just like the melting pot of like all the various different people that use Twitch.
You get to meet a lot of the people who hang out in your stream, talk to you, but you maybe would never get to meet in person.
They are the absolute best people. Like, to see them giving back and being generous and wholesome people is just like one of the best things that I could ask for ever.
That's just what the community is on Twitch. It's just a big family. And you know, you're just there for them every day, and they're there for you every day.
If I could describe TwitchCon in 3 words, it would be community, friends, and family. I'm excited to be at TwitchCon right now, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. Thank you.
Even without the result he was hoping for, Sceptic still has a positive attitude and a drive to keep him moving. After this, we catch him on his off day. How do super successful teenagers spend their free time? Buying sneakers, of course.
So before I went shopping, I met up with Wolfie's Creo, Mega, and Slappy, and we went to go to lunch to catch up.
Rocket like built up and got beamed, and the guys who were beaming him, I just shot his wall and hit him like 72,
yeah,
36, 36.
Beamed
Like, and the guy was like, nah, I'm done.
We were all playing in the competition the day before of that.
But we are ready, folks, to get into game number 1.
So we all talked about that and how our experience was.
We had to download the software and they weren't gonna let us. But Zex
Yeah,
and I literally we just did it anyway.
No, they wouldn't let him like bind his paddles on his controller.
I had to bind the paddle on my controller and the lady's looking at me. She's like, you can't do that. You can't download the thing. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to play then?
Oh, you're playing on a controller?
Yeah.
Wait, you're a controller player?
Yeah.
You're lying. No.
You didn't know that? He literally got like 8 kills out of the air yesterday.
Wait, you're on controller?
Yeah.
There was a guy flying, he just like 200'd him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Well, do your parents care about online school?
My mom wants me to like really badly stay in school.
Why?
I don't know.
She know you made $1 million, right?
Yeah, I was like,
So after lunch, we decided to go to a streetwear store and reward ourselves for playing in the tournament the day before.
This one's $375. That's 700 something.
Are these 500?
Yeah, those are exactly 500.
These are cool. These are $600.
I can use this for school.
Like your backpack?
Yeah.
How?
That's how it is in England.
Oh, these are blue.
Yeah, those are like pretty much yours.
Okay, these are $320.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Okay, I found it. And these are my size.
Yeah, they're
A little bit big on me, right? I like these. I'm not gonna lie, these are kind of really nice. And they're cheap, so I could get the speaker as well. I definitely got the nicest pairs of shoes, but I also really like the ones that Mega got. So a lot of pros are like a big hype beast and everything. That's just not me. I like to buy myself like shoes for special occasions or something like that. Like these right here. I got this like a souvenir while I was in Germany. This is like the first kind of like expensive thing I've ever bought. And these ones are even cooler. I got this on the shopping spree with Misfits. This is the one that I wore to World Cup as well. So these are super special. I like them a lot. Even though I've made some money here and there, that hasn't changed me at all or hasn't changed my friends at all.
Someone came in my chat and donated a lot of money to me over time, and it made it so I was able to upgrade my setup and stream more.
Some kid donated me, a little 12-year-old donated $40,000. He donated $1,000 to you, Becca.
Oh yeah, I know.
2 months ago, I won 1.1 mil at World Cup. It was kind of crazy. Like, I said to my mum from World Cup that I'm guaranteed like $60,000, and she didn't believe me at all. So it was crazy to like go there and expect only like 60,000 and come home with like 1.1 mil. So like after I won my money, school's kind of different. Like all my teachers and all my friends know about what I've accomplished, and it's cool because they're happy for me, but then I also have to be careful. So
I don't feel like I'm any different from anyone else, just because like I got a decent amount of money from World Cup and stuff. My mom like manages like all my money. She has it like all in a bank, and she doesn't really want me to touch it until like I'm 18 or something. I didn't really buy anything like different than anyone else other than like a PC.
I bought a house for 500 grand for me and my mum and like my family.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We didn't move too far away, but now we own our own house, so we can just do what we want.
That's insane.
People think just because we make money that we like to spend it really quickly and spend it a lot, but I like to save it and use it wisely. Yeah. I like this story.
Yeah.
Sceptic went from being a normal teenager to a pro athlete, but that doesn't mean he didn't put in the work. With the right skills and commitment, he shows us that being a pro gamer is tough, but also fun.